Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Great. Thank you so much to help me to welcome here on stage. I'm so nervous. Normally I was not nervous because this is my home. People who know me know that I love the stage and the work on the stage so much. But I prefer to speak in my mother language, and that is not English. My mother language is German, but I try to do my best to share my experience from my background in network marketing and ACN, so that at the end the message comes to you. I think that's the most important. Also, when I make a lot of mistakes in grammar and tense, I hope you will excuse that. So, very nice to be here. I'm so happy, I'm so glad and honest to can speak to you here in the very beautiful Amsterdam Arena. For my background, I only want to say there's only one reason for me. You hear from Mike, my background, I came from a traditional business. I grew up in a car company with my parents. And then I see in this time when I grow up how important it is to have time in life, because we don't have this. When you have a traditional business, you are the first to open the door, the last to close the door. Saturday, weekends, Christmas time, you're always in the office. Equal how much money you earn in this kind of works. Money is not everything, people said, and that's true, because when you have all the money in the world but you have stress and too much committed to something, and you have no time to do something with the money, then money really is nothing worth. And here in this kind of industry, network marketing, especially in ACN, you have the chance to buy something what is not possible to buy with money. You cannot buy love with money, but you also cannot buy time with money. And here you can get this. And that is the most important thing for me. When I start ACN 5.5 years ago with two fantastic partners I work with full-time. We started in March 1999. One is the Circle of Champions member in ACN, that is Frank Lippert, and the other one, the partner, is Jörg Günther. And I was very glad to have these two guys as partners and build this strong organization in the past. So, my experience or my things, my topic I want to share with you is getting started. What is very important long term, but especially in the first 30 to 60 days when you join the ACN business. Here are 6 steps what is very important for you. The first step is set your own short and long-term goals. Very, very important. You have no boss in this business. From the first moment you start ACN, you're your own boss. The positive thing on that is freedom for you. But they have also a bad side. The bad side is that you must have a lot of discipline and be committed to yourself. So how you can do that? I think the best way is that you make your own goals you have as your own boss. That is my boss. I sat together with people, with my family, with my friends, and think about what is very important for me the next 10 to 30 years. And if you think about that with your family, and there are some things they are so important for you that you don't want it, that you said, I must have that, then you will get automatically inside. I call that burning desire, and you will go automatically the right way to have success. If your goals you set to yourself with your family together are so that you said to yourself, oh, yes, it could be nice if I reach some of these goals, but if I don't get this, doesn't matter. I have a good life, it's not so bad. There are some people that have much more better life. Then nothing is function in this business, you know. You will earn a little bit. The same thing what you are committed to your goals, you know. So that's very important to set your own short and long-term goals. Very important. That is the key. All the people I see are making now 12 years full-time network marketing. And the first step I share with you is really something what is the most important thing before you sign up a contract. Here they will filter if you have success in this kind of industry or not. That is very important. The step 2 is sign up as a team trainer. If you want to make ACN, ACN must know that you want to make it. So you must sign up the paperwork, bring the paper things behind you. And one thing I want to say to this step 2, also in private life, sometimes private life and business life are very close together. And what I want to tell you is always try to find something what it works for you. Because 80% of the people, equal if it's private things or business things, They always try to find a way what is not work, you know. So that don't make sense. So sign up as a team trainer because there is no, how do you say in English? There is no, we are 12 years already here. There is no question if this thing is function or not. So that is better for you. You try to find a way what is works for you. Step 3, create a warm market list. We are in a network marketing company. We don't work in public relations. You will never see a superstar from the sport or from the music they have on their head or in their t-shirts or football company with the logos ACN. We are in network marketing. That means mouth to mouth, and that is much more stronger. We see the facts when we look to other companies. They are longer in the European marketplace than ACN, but we have much more success with this network marketing concept. So it makes sense to do that, but in your warm marketplace. If you want to get the highest position in ACN, Senior Vice President, you must have minimum, but don't make your minimum to your maximum. Always have more, but you have minimum, must have 20 customers. And you must have 8 own legs, so 8 people, business partners who join you with your ACN. So that is both customers and reps. They are not an army. You will find these people. You must sell your respect to the people, because when you don't need so many people, you also is allowed for you to say to some people no, also when they say yes to you or to ACN, when you are the opinion, when you have the opinion that they don't have the right attitudes. You don't need an army, so that is very important. Create a warm market list, but later we'll say something more about this. Attend a quick start training. That is so important to be coachable. My mentor sits here in the first row. His name is George Saluki. You will hear from them on the weekend. I know him over 10 years. He's a high school dean in the past. 23 years in network marketing over, I think now it's much more than 23 years. He has so much experience in private life, in business and everything. And he told me a couple of years before, if somebody stop learning, you stop living. A person who normally must be coachable anymore. But he sits in the front row and sometimes he takes also notes from speakers here. So you must always be coachable. We don't need an office. The ACN company needs an office to help us for the background work, but not we. For us, it's the same important thing than for the company, the office, to visit the events. We work from event to event to event to event to event, the trainings. You cannot get inspired or motivation or be updated from the information and the new things in ACN in your living room at home. That's not possible. So it's very important to always go to these trainings and to the events, very important. Step 5, set up PBRs, private business receptions. Frank Lippert, Jörg Günther and myself, we built our RVP position in around 6 months with no meetings, only with step 5. Because then you can go much more quicker. You can make trainings wherever you want, every day, 10 times a day. A presentation, a hotel presentation is good to show the people who join the business a little bit bigger picture. But the private business reception you can do all day, all time. That's very good. It's very powerful to also use this step 5. Step 6, first goal, because this is a story that will always be behind you, that will always follow you. The story never changes. So it's very important because we have partnership with people in this business. And that will be a dream. If you think you find a few people, tell them what they have to do, but you don't do that. It's not a game. So it's very important that what you want from your organization, and that is also in private life. Again, I don't like people who tell somebody they have to do some things, but they're not prepared to do that themselves, don't do that themselves. So that's very important. What you want from your organization, you must be a leader and must show them that, not talk. You must show them what you want from them. The good thing in ACN is you must show them that 10, 20, 40 years like outside in the normal industry. But the first 12 months or 2 years, it depends how quick you go on with your organization, it's very important that you are a leader and that you give the speed, what you want from organization, you show the people what you want from them. That's very important. So the next thing is, we call it KISS. KISS, it's very easy to make. KISS, keep it short and simple. That's very important to keep this business very short and simple, because that is duplicatable. But you must have a long-term thinking. When I start ACN, I ask myself where I was 5 years before I start ACN, where I was now, and where I will be 5 years from now. I asked myself a couple of years ago when I don't join ACN. For the most of the people, when you ask yourself, when you don't change, where are you from now in the next 3 or 5 or 4 or 5 years? And for the most of the people, they will realize that not so much things will change. But you ask yourself, if you start ACN with no risk part-time, where you could be from now in the next 5 years? That is the question I ask myself. And the emotional roller coaster, it's totally normal in every kind of business. That is, you must be prepared to go through emotional hell if you want to be financial independent. If you want only a few €100 part-time, then you must go through emotional hell. You will got it. If you start and do the small things, what is important to do, day after day, you will got it. With mistakes or without mistakes. But if you really want to get financial independent, you must prepare to go through emotional roller coasters, totally normal. 4 things will be happened. It will happen now for us. It will happen in the beginning, especially in the beginning when we start ACN. You join people to the meeting, but they don't come. People come to the meetings, but they don't join ACN. People join ACN, but they don't make production. People make production, but they don't grow as their own self-employed leader in this industry, in this company ACN, because you must always do for them everything. So these are 4 things that is totally normal for each of us. You must prepare for that. That is totally normal. The next 3 keys to success will be coachable. I talked about these things a couple of minutes before. That is so important to be coachable, especially for people who think they already know everything. I give you an advice. Please take this cassette out of your success, what you have before, and some other things, and put a new empty cassette inside and be coachable. It's very important, because ACN is network marketing. But this company now, I told you before, around 12 years network marketing full-time, in other companies too, but that is so different. We have only the headline, the same network marketing, but the system, the product, the services we sell, so that we don't need money from customers, that we don't must people prove that they need something they already don't want to have or something like that. There are so many things what is totally different to all the other network marketing companies out there. So please be coachable. That is a new industry, it's a new business, and please learn that is so important. Be responsible to yourself and to your organization. We don't work with machines, we work with humans. So it's a very important thing to be responsible to yourself and to your organization. Very, very important. To be committed. It's so easy to say, but that is most of the hard thing. Try to go out of your comfort zone and all the things what you don't like to do, but what is important to do to have success in the things, make it so long as you love these things to do. So to be committed. The next point is talk to people. That is something really I love to share with you. Around 10 years ago, I was in my first network marketing company, my first experience in this industry. I was in Memphis, Tennessee. There was an audience like this, around 15,000 people, and one of the top producing earner in this industry came on stage, and all you can hear when somebody put a pin on the floor, so quiet was in the room. Everybody has paper and a pen and want to write down, because they feel and know or wish that now came the key to success. Yeah, quiet in the audience, and then he come on stage and said only that 3 things are important to have success in this industry. Then he stopped talking, and then he makes something like this. And then he go back, thank you. Then he go back to his chair and sit down. So what he want to say with it, that is only what we have to do. The secret of this success is don't make a secret of this. Talk to people. That is so important. When you talk to a lot of people, you will make a lot of money. When you talk to less people, you will get less money. You talk to no people, you make no money. The next thing is, I want to talk with you about the red, green, and rotten apples, and that is the only legal hookah or anchor in this industry. I believe in that you cannot say the right things to wrong people, and you cannot say the wrong things to right people. It always depends what kind of mentality person you have the next day in front of you. The best rhetorica in the world, also Greg Provenzano or Josh Saluki or I don't know who, have no chance to make from a rotten apple as to a red apple. That's impossible, because this kind of people, they always find a reason not to join ACN, and they always find a reason why this is not function for them. But the opposite is also nice to hear. That give you the feeling that you don't, that a no is not, you don't must feel hurt about that. When somebody say no to you. Because when you have a red apple in front of you, even if your presentation is not perfect, this red apple will join ACN because they look for the facts and for the numbers. They don't take care if you have success or no success with this kind of business or industry. They only look to the numbers and the facts and will join ACN because they are thinking positive. We have 5% of these people. We have 15% of the thinkers and 80% of the rotten apples. Do you know how you can find out? Go to your city, to the street where there's many people, and try to sell 2 euros for 1 euro. Do you know what has happened? 80% of these people go away from you and laughing and think you are crazy. 15% of these people take this 2 euro, bid on that, or go to the bank to prove if it's a real 2 euro coin or not, and make it possible. And 5% don't take care, don't think, take directly the 2 euros, give you 1, and 10 minutes later you find them on another coin and he make the same thing. Yeah? Thank you. The next point, there are 2 types of rotten apple. You can filter that or sort that. The first one is people say no, but encourage you. That is okay. People who say in this way, to say in this way no, you always must think about many people in your life you see twice. So possible it's not the time for him now to join ACN, possible he made it later. But there are other people that discourage you and say no. And for this kind of people, sometimes I give him a hand in the end and said, okay, thank you that you listened to me. I wish you all the success in the world for you because you really need that. And then I go, yeah? Because anyway you lose him. So there are 2 different types of rotten apples. The next point is don't sell, sort. I was a very bad, I don't know this word in English, I hope somebody helped me in the front. Diplomat, what does it mean? Diplomat, oh, same in Germany. Diplomat. I was a very bad diplomat. Yeah, if somebody give me the feeling when I make a presentation to somebody, and they give me the feeling that 0.1% this thing is not function, they even don't finish talk, and I was on another table and talk to somebody else. Possible I have the possibility because of my speech possibilities, I don't know, that I win the talk to him. Yeah, but I'm not in the business to win any talk to somebody or to discuss with somebody. I'm in the business to get customers and to get customers getters. That is only what I want, because I told you before, also myself are not prepared, no chance to make from a rotten apple to a red apple. So I don't discuss, I sort, and I give you the same advice to sort only. I give people information and sort, information, sort, nothing more. Spend your time, 80% of your time in the red apples, 20% in the green apples, and please, -1, 0% in the rotten apple. Don't make sense. Create your own warm market list, very important. List everyone you know and don't prejudge people. That is the baddest mistake what people can do. I also do that sometimes in the past, but that can cost you a lot of money because you never know how other people know. When I explain ACN to a houseman or housewife, I will explain them on the same respect base than to Bill Gates or I don't know, to politician man to a manager on the same base, same respect, because you never know how these people know. Sometimes the people you don't think they get success in this business, they will have success, and that is good to see for the next point I want to show to you, because that has really happened. Those you think will, they won't. Those you think won't, they will. So don't prejudge people. Put everybody on the name list who is 18 years old or over 18, have electricity at home or phone at home, and have an average body temperature of 37 degrees. That is the only thing you have to look for to put somebody on the name list. Your objectives, that is my last thing I want to share with you, and please always remember that, because that is really the only thing we have to concentrate on that. Because when a customer get a customer, they are based on a perfect infrastructure from the company. If a rep join ACN, they have also a very beautiful, perfect background from so many beautiful leaders worldwide in this industry, in this ACN business worldwide. So they can teachable, coachable by their own, visit them, learn from them. So everything is perfect positions. The only thing what we have to do, what not ACN make for us, is these 3 steps, you remember? That is the only thing we have to do. So don't be shy, talk to people. That's the only thing we must do. The last thing I want to know, because of this audience, I want to try something. I hope that will function. Now you must work with me. I ask you now for an A, then for an C, then for an N, and in the end we will all say ACN at the end, okay? I hope it will function. Okay, give me an A. C. N. ACN. God bless you. See you. Nice weekend. Bye.
Michael did a